Okay, now this poem goes way back. I think I wrote it when I was 19 years old, but it's been really popular with the kids. It's called Sammy James. Young Sammy James was a cockroach, and he lived in the Daniels rug. And he suffered all those heartaches that come when you're a bug. When Sammy was young and going to school, he could not understand. The teacher said, "You're going to be dead if you get too close to man." Sam thought, "I just don't get it. If I'm a monster, something's wrong. I scare a man who's 6'3" and I'm only 2 inches long. I don't eat much and I don't bite. Can't Mr. Daniels see? He needn't shout or jump about. After all, it's only me." Why, once when Sammy was taking a stroll, he had lots of time till dawn. He found himself caught by a sleepy wife when the kitchen light came on. She looked at Sam and panicked and let out her loudest scream. Her sleepy husband sprayed for Sam with a can of shaving cream. Well, then came that night in mid-July when Sammy started to choke. He looked and he saw the dining room. It was going up in smoke. Sam thought, "I must act quickly or the Daniels will surely die. I'll prove that I am something, or at least I'm going to try." Well, he didn't have much trouble keeping low down to the floor, and he made his way to the light switch on the wall by the front door. And though exhausted, still he struggled. Yes, though all his strength was gone, he called more power to them 6 little legs, and he turned that light switch on. Well, the light woke Mr. Daniels, which of course was Sammy's plan. And when Daniels saw the fire, from room to room he ran. Now Sammy sat exhausted. He was tired, weak, and sore, but he felt relieved as he saw the Daniels heading out the door. And as Mr. Daniels was leaving, he glanced over at the switch and raised his hand toward Sammy to give that bug a squish. Ugh. Well, the Daniels watched their house burn, a sad and somber sight, and Mr. Daniels asked out loud, "Who turned on that light? Who awoke us, saved our lives while we were sleeping snug?" All at once it came to him. It must have been that bug I squished and so despised. He gave his life, his all. And now I see. It's not our size that makes us big or small. Just then, a tiny voice rang out. "Don't cry and don't you grieve. When you reached to squish me flat, I jumped inside your sleeve." Well, Mr. Daniels then looked down as Sam clung to his shirt, and all the Daniels whooped for joy, with Sammy James unhurt. So when you see some creeping bug, don't scream and don't go nuts, 'cause we don't need to squish our friends to tell that they've got guts.